not to hit me. Oh. Got that door jammed shut.
Yeah. Gabby, and a court seal, okay?
Every 7 games here.
Right. That's a good one, Ross. Want the lights on?
We'll ask them when they come over. Wind blowing. they're ready. I'm gonna get them up here. Do it ahead of time. You might get the reflection on the window.
All that sun. Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Amazing match point. What athleticism.
And there you have it, your APTA national champions.
Best match of the year.
Brilliant shot.
Incredible stuff. And it's sitting up and he's right there.
Hello and welcome to the APTA Tour. We are live from the Glenview Club in Gulf, Illinois, bringing you the Chicago Charities, a Grand Prix event, which is the fourth stop on the 2022-23 APTA Tour. Sponsored by the APTA membership, the APTA national sponsors, Paddle Pro and Fusion, and local sponsors, Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, Fusion, Wind Trust, and Viking. I'm Jerry Viant, along with Lauren Mandel, bringing you the women's final between the number 2 seeds Roxy Anika and Gabby Nicolescu, and the number 1 seeds Flor Harnish and Anna Maria Zabori. And Lauren, the last time we saw these two teams compete was at Nationals, and it was a 3-set battle, and this match is up to be a showstopper of the two top teams in the final.
Yeah, I mean, these two teams have really separated themselves, even though Hanish and Zabori lost in Montclair to Macy Medeiros and Marcela Rodesno. They've only lost once in over a year, and and these two teams have really separated themselves from the field. They're the number one, number two seeds, and number one and two ranked teams by a lot. On this side of the court, hitting the overheads in the blue hat is Roxy Anika, and her partner is Gabby Nicolescu. Roxy is the director of rackets at the New Canaan Field Club, and Gabby Nicolescu is the head rackets pro at the Patterson Club. And you see on the other side, wearing the same thing, in the ad court, is Anna Maria Zabori, who's the director of platform tennis at the Country Club of New Canaan, and Florentina Hanisch, who's the head of women's paddle at the Montclair Golf Club. And Jerry, like you said, we are in for a treat, I think, a lot of great shot making, four incredible athletes, and the best paddle players in the women's game.
Yes, and their path through the draw here, if we can pull that up, you'll see at the top of the draw, Anika and Nicolescu, they went 3 sets with Cruz and Radesno, which was really no surprise because they have different combinations there. They have played together and against each other, so that was a 3-set. And there was Hanisch and Zabori down the bottom who continued their run here to the finals without dropping a set. So the players have had a break, and they've actually had quite a longer break than expected because of the weather conditions here in Chicago, like wind gust of 50 mile an hour, Lauren. I thought it was going to affect play a little bit more, with their ability to lob. And then some more rain came through, so thankfully that seems to have passed, and you can see there's a nice crowd gathering here at the Glenview Club, and this is the 50th anniversary of the Chicago Charities. So huge event here.
It's an incredible tournament. They do a wonderful job of putting it on, and there's always a huge crowd watching, even in less than stellar weather conditions like we're having this weekend.
Yes. They're professionals out there in Chicago. They support the tournament, and they support, their league play is fantastic. And they also come out and support this. And these 4 women have a huge membership support from their members. So I'm expecting a lot of the members to chime in and be watching this from back east. And that is Rob LeBune will be umpiring. And he's not only coordinates all the umpires out there, he helps train them, but he's a first-class umpire and player. So I think the players have a lot of confidence in him when he's calling a match. He's very clear, he's very precise. He's only going to call the score unless he's asked, but if one of the players asks, then his call will stand.
Yeah, and you'll see the players are warming up with not their partner, it looks like, because they're each serving on the side of the court that they're going to be serving from once the match starts.
And head-to-head, Hanisch and Zabori lead at 3-0. But they had some really tough battles last year.
And those Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, besides the Nationals winning 3 sets, Boston was lights out, 2-6, 7-6, 7-5, and then Short Hill 6-3, 6-4. So there's not much between these two teams.
Yeah, and like you said, all 3 of those matches were last year, and Gabriella Nicolescu, they didn't even play the first half of the year because she had a child, and so I think that this year is a much better test. She and Anika have been playing together now for some time, and they're getting into their groove, and I think that this could be the time for them.
Yeah, well, we'll just hear Rob making the announcement.
Connecticut, Roxy Anika, and her partner, Gabby Nicolescu from Norwalk, Connecticut. On my left, from Union, New Jersey, Florentina Hanisch, and her partner from Westport, Connecticut, Anna Maria Zabori. This will be the best 2 out of 3 set, tie-break set. Hanisch and Zabori won the toss and have elected to receive.
Harry, I was amazed this morning at how well all the players played in those crazy winds and rain, and um, it really was high quality play, even though the score certainly in the Hanish Sabori match didn't reflect it. But it's not easy to play in those conditions.
No, we watched the trees swaying back and forth and swirling. In the other match, the visors were coming off of their heads. I mean, it was you really, in conditions like that, you really have to buckle down and keep your concentration focused on you and not the outside elements, because otherwise they'll just take over. And I thought both teams did a good job. And you see Cruz, Anika and Nicolescu have left the court. Hanish Sabori just practicing a few more shots. So for me, I think it's going to come down to serving with Anika and Nicolescu. I mean, they really have to hold serve.
Very different approaches to serving. Both Hanish and Zabori have big serves, big aggressive serves, and Anika has the sidearm serve that she's using to keep the ball really low, and Nicolescu has kind of a push serve that she very effectively gets deep and low. So very different kinds of serving, but all four of them can be effective with their serve.
Yeah, it's all about the placement and getting into the point and neutralizing their opponent's weapons. So we saw Nicolescu was just relentless in the semi-final, just hounding that overhead that she likes to hit into the deuce side screen. And Hanish is one of the few top players who can really play that corner well. She can read the speed and the spin and not just get caught up with the play. And it's hard to do because the ball's going so fast and you're traveling so fast that when you catch up with it, you don't want to overhit it or give them the ball that they're looking for to volley it behind. So I think all that practice with Martin Bostrom, her husband, has paid off hitting those spins into her corner.
Yeah, it's a nice built-in practice partner to have.
Yeah, but the combination then of Nicolescu's roller and then, of course, Roxy's got her combination of spins.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot to handle.
And conversely, the combination of Hanish's excellent placement and lobs and all of Zabori's spins is also very hard to handle. We'll see which side does it better.
Yep. And of course, it's always about who handles the moment. All right, Roxy Anika's going to start serving. We'll see her sidearm that Lauren, you mentioned. See the strategy right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Cruz and Anika are going into that deuce side of Hanish.
She plays it so well, Hanish. There's no panic. She takes her time.
Here you've seen Zabori has shown her willingness to keep adding to the strengths of her game by incorporating more lobs and is more in the joy of the process of building the points, rather than only finding the fun by hitting winners.
That time she got to build the point and hit a winner.
Right. Well, that's before, she had a tendency to just want to hit everybody off the court and could throw in some quick unforced errors, but she's learned to embrace another part of the game. You see how Niculescu gets so low on those tough volleys. You're going to see, we're going to see a lot of adjustments, tactical adjustments during this match. All 4 players are smart. They understand the game. Oh.
She's really, Roxy Nika's really good at that backhand slash, but you wouldn't know it from that attempt.
Well, and it's one of her favorites, and it's usually a point-ending shot.
Well, it was a
For
point-ending
her.
shot. Yeah.
All right, there's our first break. And Anna Maria Zabori will start serving. Big forehand out of the deuce side from Gabby Niculescu. And you see how Zabori stayed back and waited to see what kind of return Niculescu was going to hit before she came in. Nika found the shoe top of Zabori.
That's when Zabori and Hanish are vulnerable, when Zabori makes just quick errors. She does it so rarely now, but when she does, the other team better capitalize because it may be their only chance.
You see the switch at net. They're putting Niculescu on the left. Gabby Niculescu is on the far side with the pink vest on. She's got that heavy roller, and she's most dangerous when she's hitting that into the deuce side. 5:30.
Little miscommunication there.
There's the switch at net. Oh, that was a huge drive there from Harnish.
Just so well placed.
That'll do a lot for her confidence. And you're going to see all 4 players can really handle that transition. The overhead is hit too hard, or the drive's hit too hard. They're going to let it go through. Use the screen.
Hey, so after being down love 30 that game, Hanish Zabori come back, win their serve.
Nice deep lob down the line by Zabori. Niculescu doing a nice job with those lobs. Got Zabori out of the service box, and then Zabori got a little shorter one, and I'm not sure what that little giddy up swing was. 15 love. That caught the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the wind. You can see the leaves again in the background blowing. Zabori finds a hole in the work right through the middle.
There was a big hole there.
40 love.
Oh, look at the transition there.
Okay, Anika's 0 for 2 on that shot. We'll have to watch for it, see if she keeps trying it.
Yeah, she needs to be a little more balanced before she hits it. Just, wait one more shot, but, it's so exciting for her to hit that shot.
And it's exciting for us to see it.
Yeah. See, that wind gust is really picking up.
Nicolescu is she's having none of that off pace.
Right,
stuff.
she's doing a good job cutting those off.
I thought she was going to try it again there.
All right, that's a good hold for Anika Nicolescu. Yeah, I thought that was a good move by Nicolescu there. She really got on top of the net. You don't want to be volleying up against Harnish and Zabori because both of them like to come in and blitz. You can see we're doing a little bit of court maintenance here. The wind's blowing the sign down. I think that's Jason Love there, the director at the Glenview Club. Doing it all. Yep, little equipment issue. In the semifinals, they were really having a hard time keeping a hold of their visors.
And Waldron just let us know that it is crazy, crazy gusts of wind there. That you can't even, that the stream is not doing it justice how hard the wind is blowing and gusting.
Yeah, I'm just watching those trees right behind Harnish just moving around.
And it's a testament to all these players that you wouldn't necessarily know there's so much wind there. The level of play is high.
So there was a hard roller overhead by Zabori into Nicolescu's corner, and she handled it beautifully. And that's that off-speed shot that's so effective, enough to get it through, but not so hard that Nicolescu could run it down and use it off the screen.
She did a nice job getting it between her legs, though, but then couldn't catch up to it.
Again, Zabori finding the hole between Nicolescu and Anika. Anika's got to slide closer to her right and take that ball through the middle. Nika's just got to be a little clearer on what the game plan is going to be if Harnish stays back on her return.
Yeah, a few quick errors from Anika in this game. That was a good game plan.
You can hear Harnish calling out to Zabori back when she's staying back, and that she's letting that ball come through, so she's going to throw up a lob. It's a constant communication.
Okay,
Anika's... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say Anika got broken last time. She served an okay game. See if she can find a way to do a better job.
And you can see, like, what we're seeing, all of these different plays, different looks, the I formation, one player's partner staying back, knowing, you know, when to stay back, when to come in. That is all drilled and practiced. And it adds a whole nother level to a team who can make these plays and make the adjustments. Nice rip by Anika. Good cutoff by Nicolescu there. That ball was heading down. Little change of strategy here for Anika and Nicolescu, going straight to Zabori as opposed to hitting those rollers into Harnish's deuce side. Oh, smart shot down the line.
Yeah, Nicolescu's always moving up there, so if you know when she's going to do it, there's space behind her.
And you also want to, you know, send the message
Yeah.
that you can hit down the line, not just going cross court. Keep that net player at home. Going back into the corner of Zabori.
And even though Zabori's lobbing down the line, the ball's still coming back to her.
And here's that play where I think Zabori has showed the most improvement, is that she's just a willingness to build the point and wait for the right shot.
And I'm so impressed with how well she's lobbing. I mean, her lobs are good.
Yeah.
Deep, high.
Especially under the conditions. I mean, look at her hair.
Yeah.
It's like really windy there. Nice deep shot there by Nicolescu.
Okay, another game point to keep this first set close.
That hurts.
Hana Zabori. They lead 4-1, first set.
For over 20 years, Paddle Pro has been recognized as an industry leader in platform tennis. The knowledge, expert advice, vast inventory, and ultimate customer service will help any player find the perfect equipment to take your game to the next level. Paddle Pro is the only website to carry all platform tennis brands. For more information, go to www.paddlepro.com.
Those last 3 points stretch the lead for Hanish and Zabori to go up 4-1 in this first set.
The big difference between 3-2, Nicolescu and Inika had, I think, 3 points to make it 3-2 and close the gap. Big difference between 3-2 and 4-1.
Yep, they need to reset quickly now.
Love 15.
Anika just taking a moment there. That serve straight at a player, really with that much speed and that much depth, you know, handcuffs you.
Yeah, those are the kind of quick errors that Anika just cannot afford to make. Right? I mean, even if she makes that shot, I'm not sure how it's helping her.
Yes, they've really got to stay positive right now and fight that feeling of nothing's working.
Yeah.
And you can sense that Nicolescu's aware of what's going on, and I predict she's going to just try to take over.
But she's staying very positive for her partner.
100%. 100%. But, you know, that's what you want from your partners. They recognize when you're a little bit off, and they're going to step in and help you out until you get your timing, get your confidence back up. That's the difference with the foot speed. They can read those spins and use that power, and high ball off of the back screen is coming forward towards the net player, and it's a really tough ball to volley.
But you have to, I mean, as soon as Nicolescu's winding up, they know where they're going to run to, because if you wait until she hits it, it's too late, and they've anticipated perfectly.
So Hanish and Sabori up 5-1 in the first set. We're here at the Chicago Charities. This is the first Grand Prix stop on the APTA Tour. That's Gabby Nicolescu on the right at net with the yellow-green cap on, and Roxy Anika in the purple hat on the left. Heading into the ad side towards Anna Maria Zabori. On the do side, Florentina Hanish. And Nicolescu and Anika are continuing with this strategy right now of going to the ad side. And Zabori kind of dug in and is not missing.
Yeah, it may be soon time to change that strategy.
There we go. They heard you. Oh, nice rip. I mean, you just have to tighten up your net positioning when you're giving Zabori a high ball on her forehand like that. Nice serve by Nicolescu.
Nice serve, better return. 3 set points.
Sneaky little overhead there. Zabori wasn't sure if it was going to go into the side screen or not. It was a nice pace that Nicolescu sent in there. You hear that counter of the volleys from Anika and Nicolescu.
Okay, 2 set points saved.
There's our umpire, Rob LeBlun, making the call. The players will move on. So 3 set points saved, back to deuce. Again, that's dangerous when Zabori is hitting from the middle and they don't close up. Get that reaching error. It's a very comfortable first set for Hanish and Zabori. Let's see if Nika and Nicolescu change their strategy a little bit. And they need to tighten up that net positioning.
Yeah, and I try to get into these points for a little longer. Some of them are just going too quickly. A proud partner to the APTA, Fusion curates what's next in branded gear and apparel for your company, your team, or your event. With a team of dedicated industry experts, Fusion curates high-end product selections for customization with your club logo, team name, or corporate identity. We create a stress-free shopping experience with custom online stores and quick custom ordering to get the gear you need now without any hassle. Visit www.gearbyfusion.com and let Fusion provide you with gear to fuel your brand. And we will be back in a minute with the second set.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.
And welcome back to the APTA Tour. We're in the women's final of the Chicago Charities between the number 2 seeds, Roxy Anika and Gabby Nicolescu, against the number 1 seeds, Laura Harnish and Anna Maria Zabori. And that was a very confident start by the number 1 seeds, Lauren.
I would call it lights out. They got a little help. I feel like Roxy and Nika made some early in the point errors that really hurt her team. You know, they played some great points, Nika and Nicolescu, but then, you know, there would be an error. And I think that if they have any hope of turning this match around, which they certainly can, that has to get out of Roxy and Nika's system. And she tends to do that, right? She's brilliant sometimes, and then she'll throw in some errors, and then she'll be back to being brilliant. So let's see if she can start off this set in a good frame of mind. It looks like she and her partner are having very positive talk, and make this a much more competitive second set.
And that is absolutely critical, that they get off to a good start and that they remain positive. And like you said, when Roxy Anika's confident and solid, she can hit, you know, one-of-a-kind shots that just make her brilliant and so fun to watch. And she needs to put those shots together and not get down on herself. We've got Laura Harnish serving. And the wind gusts continue in the windy city of Chicago. Nice cut off by Nicolescu there.
Okay, this is 3 break chances to start the second set. This is just what the doctor ordered for Anika Nicolescu.
Going to Australian. Nice get. Bit of a scramble. You can see, look, all the adjustments that Harnish and Sabori are making on their service games to get into the point. You have not seen Harnish come in and try to volley any of these bullet returns that both Anika and Nicolescu put over.
I think so much more often now when teams play eye, they stay back, and then they don't even necessarily come in off the first one. They wait for to see if they're going to come in and not have to hit a very difficult volley.
Yeah, that's all part of the transition. Smart volley by Anika there, straight back and deep. Really hitting, Anika's really hitting a flatter, higher overhead into Zabori's screen.
Yeah, those are some well-played points there. Good overheads, like you said, by Anika, and there's a break to start the second set. And already it's way more competitive than the first set.
And Nicolescu is going to start serving the second set for their team. Fabulous volley by Anika. She has stayed perfectly still. I think if they can hold here, they'll put some real pressure back onto Harnish and Zabori.
Yeah, there's a real sense that they've forgotten that first set, and they've reset, and it's fun to watch. They've come out playing really well this set.
Looks like they're doing a little bit of maintenance there on that sideboard. Want to make sure that snowboard is locked into place. All right, Niculescu serving up 1-love in the second set. Oh.
Like you said, Hannes is just looking to swoop in after that low ball.
So as much as Zabori has focused on building the point more, Harnish has focused on adding more offensive plays. See Niculescu with that heavy roller that she can hit from outside of the service box. Good early block, backhand chip cross court from Anika. Took time away from Zabori. 30-15. It's a bit of a wild swing from Zabori.
That was exactly the word I was going to use. And look, Zabori can also have a little bit of a wander about, like Anika, and start making some errors, and for Anika and Niculescu's sake, this is when they have to stay on top while Zabori's missing a few.
100%. I think they sense it. Their game plan.
So used to winning so many points with Niculescu hitting that forehand roller into the deuce side, and Hannes just shut that down. Right? I don't think they won a single one that way. So they've had to transition, and now they're in a place where they're getting some errors from Zabori in that ad court.
See again, Anika just needs to be a little bit more patient out of that ad side. She really has a lot of choices when she gets a backhand into the screen. You can see a little spark there. See a little energy from Anika.
Gotta feel good. They got so steamrolled that first set.
Yeah, that's the challenge, right? Is just to forget about that first set. Change your strategy. And then Niculescu just making sure they're clear on what their strategy is.
Another big serve.
Yeah, that serve's jumping up high. I think Anika needs to move in a little earlier and take that ball before it gets up so high.
Two sloppy points there, and Hannes.
They just have to recognize that regardless what the score is.
Okay. We had a little technical difficulty there, but we're back.
Okay, yeah, looks like we're back, Lauren. We'll just get caught up with the score. Okay, so that's Roxy Anika on the right now as Gabby Nicolescu made that stab volley in front of her with the yellow hat. And I see the score is tied at 2-2 in the second set. You can see the conditions out there continue to be gusting winds. I think they're having wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour, Lauren.
Yeah, it's a wild day out there. The players are doing a great job of keeping the level high despite the unfavorable conditions. Game point for Anika Nicolescu to go up 3-2.
That's Anna Maria Zabori serving. Oh, no, it's not. It's Flora Hunish serving. Nice touch. That is not an easy volley to hit, to get to die in the side back screen on the deuce side. Very little court to work with.
Another quick error.
You can see Nicolescu continues to give encouragement to Anika.
Three quick errors, trading errors, and game point for Hanish Zabori.
We're not, sure what happened in that game before. We couldn't see the screen, so just wondering where the rhythm is, where the momentum is.
I'm pretty sure I can tell you.
Well, in this game.
Well, they won, yeah.
Anika and Nicolescu went up to a quick start, 2-love in the second set. And then Hanish Zabori have got it back to 2-all. Both teams fighting hard here. Zabori Hanish continues to go for that big serve, just missing it long. Making the call to Zabori when the ball goes through that she was going to lob it, so she's telling Zabori back. Good communication, especially in transition.
Hanish has made a bunch like that. Hanish is so good at knowing which balls to block in that corner and which to let go through. She got herself a good look at that forehand.
continues to make it hard on themselves. You see that versatility, the grip changes that Roxy Anika has to create different spins on the overhead. Anish making the call to stick go regular this time. Last time they were in Australian against Anika.
It was a tough serving game for Hanish, but she has served great. I mean, I think she absolutely should keep going after that serve because it's been super reliable for her.
Yeah, it was a weird rhythm game, wasn't it? You know,
Yep.
it was like back and forth. There was a lot of hold up, pauses.
And a lot of quick errors from both teams. It was uncharacteristic of the rest of this match. But I think that was a big game for Anika Nicolescu. They really needed to stop the slide of, they didn't want to lose 3 games in a row after they got themselves back into this match. So now here they are. They have the lead in the second set, and let's see if Nicolescu can hold serve and push that lead even further.
Yeah, Nicolescu was having a lot to say to Anika there as they were changing ends. All positive. It's so important that both players play as one. They're on the same page. They're clear of their strategy. And with all the transitions, like I said, they've got to be clear with who goes where based on the plays. See a little frustration creeping into both Harnish and Zabori right now. Oh, big move by Zabori. Got that nice touch, that soft hands, get that dipping ball to go down and then comes in behind it for the blitz. Roxy on the right with the purple hat.
Nicolescu and Anika did a really good job of neutralizing all of Zabori's well-placed, hard-hit drives at that point.
You can see there's a nice crowd outside at the Glenview Club.
These were errors that Hanish Zabori were not making in the first set, Jerry.
Right. You can see Anika Nicolescu can manage their own unforced errors. They are in this match. There's the play, just going back straight to Zabori, not giving her too much to work with.
She would like that one back. She had it all sized up, just didn't make it.
Anika Nicolescu just hanging in there. They just need to keep this close. Put the pressure back onto Harnish and Zabori that they have to come up with the shots. That's the first big, deep lob that Zabori has hit in a while, and it might be a function of the wind. Just long.
Game, Annika Nicolescu. They lead 4 games to 2, second set.
And they have hit the front clearly in the second set. And so Lauren will be back for Nationals in March, will be held at the same site, back at the Glenview Club, the weekend of March 10th. And a huge congratulations to Bill O'Brien, Chicago. He's being inducted into the Hall of Fame. So thrilled for him.
And so many people are so thrilled about that. He's such a wonderful man.
And a true gentleman. Done so much for paddle, and especially in the Chicago area. It's a wonderful honor and well deserved. See, the errors continue to creep in, and Zabori totally frustrated. Harnish should pick up that ball and look her in the eye.
And say, slow down, we're not out of this set yet.
Take a deep breath. Yeah. You do not want to show your opponents that you're frustrated. And that has just energized Anika and Nicolescu. Both experienced competitors. They know how to use these moments and turn around. And that Zabori has just mentally left the court.
I'll say. You know, I feel like almost every paddle match has, you could be playing great and you'll just hit a wall somewhere and start missing shots, and you have to be able to just forget it. And sometimes it's so frustrating that you can't. And that's what's happening to Zabori and Harnish right now, because there was no reason to lose that game in 5 seconds other than just sheer frustration.
Yeah. You know, and they're battling opponents which have, you know, tightened up on their unforced errors and found their range a little bit, but they're battling the weather conditions. So they really have to rein it in and get back into that mindset. Roxy Anika serving 5-2, second set. This is the women's finals. I'm Jerry Viant, commentating with Lauren Mandel.
And conversely, Anika and Nicolescu want to play a very careful game here. They don't want to give anything away because, you know, there's 5-2, big deal. They can easily come back, Harnish and Zabori. Yeah, make them earn it to get back into this set.
Just solid, consistent paddle. The pressure is all on Harnish and Zabori right now. You can see Anika going with the flat overhead straight. Kind of handcuffing Zabori there. Push that overhead wide. You know, Lauren, it's such a fine balance between being consistent and then being too complacent, right?
Correct. You cannot just be too complacent. That won't get you anywhere either.
Right.
But
right. It's like hitting not to make an error as opposed to a purposefulness about it.
And ironically, the shots that they've missed in this game have not been, I mean, well, that was going for a silly shot, but they were just basic overheads that they missed. Okay, well, Hana Sabori did not have to work too hard to win that game. That'll make them happy and give them a new lease on life in this set, I think.
Yeah, Nicolescu, again, having a lot to say. Good communication. Ready to go. This is going to be a big return of serve right here. Both teams have to remain calm. Is there an easier way to hit that shot?
That was the first one, though. That was the first one in the match. She's not going to get her quota in. It's just funny to me that that's what would pop into your head as you're running back to get the,
Yeah.
seems like as good as time as any to hit it between my legs.
And if I make it, happy days.
Yeah.
A nice return by Anika down the line, but just too much on the volley. These are these opportunities where you just want to put that ball back straight and deep. Did that go in?
It did.
What
It
an
did.
opportune time to hit a let cord serve. Boy, Hanish is giving a little extra grunting there on the serve.
Well, after that shaky service game last time, she wants to make sure they go in. She's got to help it along.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
just brilliant.
You know, all the momentum and all the Zabori, 2 games ago, Zabori was throwing her, hitting a ball against the wall and really ticked off, and they won the last 2 games in 2 minutes.
Lucky
So
for
now-
that team, she has a delete button.
Yeah,
Just reset herself, which is not always easy to do.
it's not. And now a lot of pressure on Anika Nicolescu to close out the set here.
Serving for the second set. You see Zabori moving in, putting pressure on Nicolescu's serve, but Nicolescu handled it beautifully.
Love 15.
You feel the momentum swing back again. It's just about managing these moments. You can see the footwork of Hanish and Zabori have picked up now in these last couple of games, and that's the key to their energy. I think Nicolescu and Anika did a good job of shutting down that footwork in earlier games. And they just have to watch they don't speed up, give them too much to work with.
Good roller by Nicolescu. Evens the game up at 15 all.
These are really short lobs by Zabori and getting punished.
Yeah, Nicolescu is all over that. She closes right in there.
I think that's the plays. Just take the drives when you've got the opportunity. Take more drives because I think the wind is really playing a factor with the placement of the lobs. So Anika, Nicholas, you've got to close up tight on their net positioning. And right through
As
the
if
middle.
they clearly didn't hear you.
It's getting too fast.
Point for 5-all.
30, 40.
Nico Nicolescu a little bit on the back foot right now. See that big shoulder turn by Zabori on this spin overhead. Nicolescu's in the ad side, very comfortable there. Great offense. Big move. As we saw last year, Lauren, Nicolescu and Anika went back and forth as to who was playing the ad side. This year, so far, they've left Anika on the ad side. Just went after that volley just a little too soon. When you reach for a ball like that, when there's speed, you're going to pop it long.
That's a rare. She rarely does that.
One of the best volleyers from low. She gets amazing volleys from off her shoelaces.
He gets down so low to the ball.
Just
wow.
wide.
James, Hannes, Sabori. Games are
And you
5
see the
all,
speed
second
of
set.
play just picked up, ramped up, and that favors Harnish and Zabori. 5 balls, second set. Harnish Zabori got the first set 6-1. This is a totally different feel to the second set, Lauren.
Yeah, and things were going all Anika Nicolescu's way for a while. Up 5-2. Now, back to 5-all. Now it's their turn to reset.
15 love. Love.
Too quick.
Feels awfully good as the server to get 2 missed returns to start the game.
Going for the nick. So Harnish was there to cover. Oh, good hold by Anika. I thought that we were going to see a drop there. See Zabori using as much of the court as she can.
And doing an excellent job protecting that corner.
There's Anika's outside of the service box. That's a tough angle to try to go back into that corner from that deep. And Zabori showing the same amount of enthusiasm for hitting a good lob as a shot between her legs or a big drive. And that was a quick service hold for Harnish and Zabori to go up 6-5 in the second set.
You know, as anyone who plays paddle knows, there's no lead that's safe. And especially when you're playing the #1 team in the country, you just can't give them anything to let them get back into it.
Right, and this is the first on the Grand Prix Tour. We have 4 tournaments in the Grand Prix. Next up is Detroit, December 10th and 12th, and Boston, January 28th, 29th, and Short Hills, 11th and 12th. And of course, they're all playing for points. At the end of the season, APTA Cup will be awarded, which includes $40,000 in prize money to the top 4 players, men's and women. So There's a lot on this match. Flat overhead. Anika continues to go straight back. And swings it over to Harnish and back to Zabori. Huge lob by Harnish, pulling Nicolescu out of the service box and deep.
Love 15.
Oh, lots of transition. Great hand by Zabori. Zabori's gotten out of her own way and regrouped and
Love 30.
continues to just flow.
That was some great stuff she came up with at that point.
2 points from the match. Anika serving. Oh.
That one was a bridge too far.
You see Harnish just duck there. I have no clue where it's going to come out.
Duck and say you, which usually works, but didn't in that case. Great overhead.
Nice deep serve by Anika. Zabori goes for a little too much. Levels this game up 30-0. Nice volley. Nicolescu's got that little slice push, so she puts like a backspin under it, just kind of like her serve, and it kept the ball deep and low.
All right, good recovery from Anika Nicolescu. Game point.
Yeah,
For us to see a tiebreaker.
that would be exciting.
Not yet.
Advantage with Anika.
Looking to test Nicolescu there to see if she was going to stay home or not. Just pushed it wide.
Anika Nicolescu. Games are 6-all. Second set.
Play a tie break. First to 7 by 2. See Harnish jumping around there, keeping the positive energy going. Big serve.
1-0. Hannes Zabori.
That's such an effective shot, Lauren. It's like just that keeping it that deep in the court and that low in the screen. Not enough to make it to the side screen. I mean, you really have to block it off the deck, but that's a tough shot.
It's tough to block and it's tough to pick up off the screen because, like you said, it's so low and so soft. That's why it's such an effective shot.
Both teams have got to stay measured here. Did I do that?
That was so funny, the timing. Wow. That was a mishit of an overhead if I ever saw one.
All right, 2-love Hanish Sabori.
2-1, Honest Sabori.
Too much of a rush to get back to her own side. Push that lob wide. 2-all. Sabori serving.
Same volley this
Nice.
time. Nicolescu picked it up.
Nice pickup, yeah. Just long. You really have to fight the urge to speed up. You know, you can see the finish line is there, and you have to just stay deliberate, purposeful, stay with your game plan. Anika, Nicolescu managing themselves, hanging in. They've done a good job in this second set. Roxy Anika serving, 2-3. Help. This is the speed of play that Nicolescu likes. She's dominating this point right now. Forcing Hanish and Zabor to come up with some tough gets with their combination of overheads. 3-all. See, that wind is still gusting, Lauren. Nika Smart taking a little moment there.
Good serve.
4-3, Anika Nicolescu.
Yeah, big serve. Down the tee.
Deep. First lead in the tiebreaker for Nicolescu and Anika. Another big serve from Hanish.
Again, both feet are off the ground when she's striking that ball. Really goes after it. A smart shot by Anika.
5-4, Anika Nicolescu.
Caught Zabori looking to cut that volley with a volley off and got it down the line.
But Hanish had a good look at it. She just didn't execute.
Good concentration by all 4 players. Dealing with the weather issues, dealing with their opponents, and dealing with themselves. It's a lot of leaf picking up going on.
Yeah, nobody wants to slip on a wet leaf.
Nicolescu serving up 5-4 on the tiebreak. Second set. Good grab by Anika there on that return to serve. And they continue to go after Zabori. On that ad side.
A nice little.
It's like a matrix push there.
No, I didn't know what to call it. I didn't know what to call it, so I had to stop talking.
Her feet stayed still, but her whole body leant backwards as she hit that ball down the line. Back to 5-all.
Let's see, Zabori's missed a few returns in this tiebreaker.
Good counter by Nicolescu on those volleys. Straight and deep. This is when Zabori's...
Tremendous.
Yeah, when she's flowing, and that was a great volley by Anika there, because Zabori's flowing like that. She's got so many choices of where to place her drive.
Well, Anika liked where she placed it, and now set point for Anika Nicolescu.
Big rip. There's the second set. Boy, what a turnaround there. Way to dig in. Anika Nicolescu went up 2-love in the set, and then tied it back up, went up 4-love, tied it back up. So we're going to be heading into a third set, and I believe we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back for the third set, Lauren.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.
All right, welcome back to the APTA Tour. We're in the finals of the women's match between the number 2 seeds Roxy Anika and Gabby Nicolescu and the number 1 seeds Florentina Harnish and Anna Maria Zabori. And as you can see, Harnish Zabori got the first set 6-1, and Anika and Nicolescu came back and won the second set 7-6. Drawing on all of their experience, Gabby Nicolescu is a 3-time national champion. She won the nationals with Martina Andrekova in 2016, and then in 2018 and 2019, she won with Liz Cruz. Roxy Anika has been a finalist in the nationals and 3-time national mixed champion, so they're not new to this type of situation, playing on the big stage in the big moment and finding a way, basically, to hang in there and then get that breakthrough.
That set had a lot of twists and turns. Yeah, it was very unpredictable. It was predictable in its unpredictability, and now one set for the Chicago title.
Roxy Anika's serving. She's the player on the right at net with the blue cap on, and her partner's Gabby Nicolescu with the yellow-green cap. Hitting to the deuce side is Flora Harnish in the backcourt, and her partner Anna Maria Zabori in the ad. And I think it's important, Lauren, that the team that can handle their nerves now in this early part of the third set. You're just pretty much deleting those first 2 sets, and it's like starting the match over again now.
30, love.
Anika's come out looking very solid this set.
Yeah, she got to hit some of her favorite shots in that second set, and that always makes you feel more confident.
Yeah, and that second point of this game too, she got to hit one of those extreme spin shots.
Just didn't have her feet set. Wasn't balanced on that last swing. She's so tough to play against because she can be so streaky. You're never quite sure, what shot, what spin, what speed you're going to get.
It's unsettling. It's unsettling. You
Yeah.
can't settle in. You can't get a rhythm of any sort.
Yeah, correct. She can take you out of your rhythm, and you see Zabori now making a couple of quick unforced errors, going for too big a shot from too deep in the court. Great love by Harnish there, stretching Nicolescu. Nicolescu can counter that cat and mouse.
Yeah.
Like we said, she can get down low to those volleys and volley up from her shoelaces.
Good start for Nika Nicolescu, and let's see if Harnish and Zabori now have to press that reset button. To forget about the end of that second set, because I'll tell you, when they pulled it to 5-all from being down 2-5 in the second set, my money was on them.
Yeah. All right, Anna Maria Zabori serving. Oh, big move by Nicolescu there. Getting caught in transition, Harnish needs to throw up a lob and give Zabori time to get back. You can just feel the aggressive play of Nicolescu starting to take over. Oh, how's that serve?
Nika has to be careful not to go for too much.
Nice touch by Harnish on that overhead. Really got the ball to die on that back screen.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It didn't come out at all, and Nico was there waiting for it.
40-15.
Another big serve from Zabori. It's that breaking overhead. Anika did a good job of taking that ball on the rise.
Oh, tremendous shot.
40-30.
You can see we're getting all kinds of weather out there, Lauren. You see the sun's coming out now, the shadows on the court. So the players down the end that Harnish and Zabori are on, they will be looking into the afternoon sun with the lobs coming out of the deuce side.
Another big serve by Zabori, and that's just like adding insult to injury after dealing with all the wind and the rain today. Now the temperatures drop to 48 degrees and the sun is out. So it's like all the difficult weather conditions one at a time.
Really testing the concentration of the players. Their ability to handle the elements is all part of the game of platform tennis.
Love.
Heavy spin overhead, nice and deep by Anika. It's Gabby Nicolescu serving in the pink vest. Big return of serve by Zabori. This is where Zabori's dangerous.
Also dangerous if that ball gets behind her, though.
Cruz Anika did Cruz Anika.
It's
Nika
easy to do.
Nicolescu
Yeah.
did a fabulous job there of closing off the middle. Zabori has had opportunities in the past to go between them. They made sure they shut down that space. 30-15. Just feels like in this third set, Lauren, every point is epic.
Oh.
40-15.
A lot of pressure coming off of the side of Anika Nicolescu, doing a really good job of...
Yeah, they got Harnish turned around there in
Yeah.
that two-side screen. You rarely see that. As the wind gusts continue, Nicolescu wise to take a moment here. She's got a low ball toss on her serve, which is helpful.
40-30.
Nicolescu would hate that.
Pretty sure nobody likes missing their serve, Jerry.
She can see, she is like, she understands the moment.
Yeah, and she's really dialed in right now.
Yeah, she is.
Good drive from Zabori. Yeah, you really feel like how big this game is, you know?
Yeah.
Both teams are really digging in.
really forcing Zabori to have to build her own points. They've kind of taken Harnish out of the play right now.
I mean, it's smart. They realize they're getting Zabori to go for too much. They're getting her to overhit, and Hanish is generally the person who's going to steady things down.
And she also opens up the court really
Yeah.
well. And
But
so they're making Zabori have to do it. And also cutting down on the shift of their teamwork at net. You know, a couple of times there you saw them swinging, you know, playing a little bit of army paddle, left, right, and now they're putting their team in a big shift. So they've cut down on that movement. Again, Nicolescu just continues to come up with those tough volleys. That one she popped long, but man, she gets so low. Break point opportunity for Harnish and Sabori to go up 2-1 in this third set.
And they get it.
It's a big play.
Disappointing for Anika and Nicolescu to lose that game.
Yeah, again, it's a couple of quick points, boom, boom, you know, making the difference. But I think the play is right, Anika and Nicolescu. I think their strategy is working for them. They just need to cut down on their unforced errors.
Ball was deep. Love 15.
Rob LeBune just doing a fabulous job umpiring his all players, respecting the calls and just getting on with it. Well, you can see that wind pulling the ball wide there, Lauren, on those lobs. I thought Zabori was going to hyperextend her shoulder.
I did too. I thought she was going to fall over, actually, honestly.
Again, once the footwork starts going, once Sabori starts freeing up and can move like that, she's just got so many choices of how she's seeing the court. Just might point out, you can hear that shots in the background. That's the skeet shooting range that they have at the Glenview Club.
15-30.
It's always a little alarming when you first start playing.
You stop hearing it after a while. You just get so used to it.
A lot of conversation between points here.
All.
Big point here, Lauren. Testing the patience of Anika and that ad side.
Whoops.
Wow.
If
That
that had
was
gone in, I don't know if she would have had to hit it through her legs if that
was
ball
a
had gone in.
brave ball to let bounce at that stage of the match. Point to go up 3-1 in the third set. Hanish goes for the big serve down the tee, and Anika just takes that big backswing, and she catches that return late.
She moved sideways to the ball. She didn't move into it, and that's really the kiss of death.
3-1. Roxy Anika serving. You can see that ball going up. Playing a few more balls in to the deuce side now. Oh, good get by Zabori. That was not easy.
30-15.
I don't love that little touch shot there. I know she can make it, but Anika and Nikolescu are hanging on the net.
Yeah, and it was really too low to
Too
try
low.
that.
Yeah.
She had to get it up and then down.
Beautiful shot.
Beautiful gap, because that hole again, Zabori's able to hit too many drives through the middle. But Anika came up with a fabulous counter.
Game, Annika Nikolescu. Hana Sabori lead 3 games to 2. Third set.
Well, that was a must. I feel like that was a must-win game for Anika Nikolescu. And
Yeah.
they won it. Kept this match within their reach.
Yeah, it's still like nip and tuck, you know. It's still like they get a little bit of momentum and then a couple of unforced errors. The other team gets a little bit of momentum. It's not clear who's going to pull away. Sometimes you have that sense that they're just like building it and building it, but this match could go either way. It says who stays inspired, who stays positive, has the right game plan.
Love 15.
For a little too much on that volley.
You can see Harnish is trying to get her heart rate down from 200. Just got a little too excited. Nice get by Anika.
Love 30.
Anika Nikolescu dictating play on this game.
Love 40.
Let cord fault.
Game, Annika Nikolescu.
Well, as we said, Jerry, there's not much separating these two. It seems only right that it should be 3-all in the third set.
Yeah. Yep, it's about managing these moments right now, managing themselves. A wild forehand from Zabori. I love that these two teams are pushing each other. Oof.
Another one where Anika's moving to the side instead of moving forward.
And that was a big opportunity there to really make a dent. See, Harnish and Zabori are looking directly into the sun.
And they're having to contend with some very tough overheads as well as the sun.
Oh, sneaky little move by Harnish.
30-15.
There's that middle drive again. Zabori's been able to find that.
Great recovery, though, by Nicolescu.
No issue. Running that ball down, taking it off the screen.
30 all.
Zabori surprised them. Yeah.
She caught him off the net.
She did. She surprised them.
30 all, 3 all, third set. A lot of deep breathing happening right now. And Nicolescu just taking a moment because, I mean, look at that wind whipping around the trees behind her. Tough conditions. Nice return of serve.
40.
Harnish really went into that ball and again picked the low part of the net, found the spot between them. Big serve from Nicolescu there. And Zabori just overhitting the return of serve. Huge return of serve. I think it's the first down the line return of serve we've seen from Harnish this set.
Okay. Let's see if Zabori can tighten things up here. She's missed a few returns in the last set and a half. More than a few. Good one there.
Yeah, that's that low volley
Yeah.
by Nicolescu. Nice touch. Nanika just pushed that ball wide. Zabori did a good job of getting out of the way, not getting hit. Right. Harnish Zabori with the break. 4-3 in the third set. And this is the 50th anniversary of the Chicago Charities. And just a shout out to all the volunteers, everybody who puts in their time out in the Chicago area. They've got such depth in their volunteers and their paddle base. I mean, it's very impressive, the paddle leagues that are out there. And John Noble, heads up the Charities.
It's a pleasure to play this tournament. It's everyone's so enthusiastic and it's so well run and there's great fan support.
It's a new ball, so Harnish is just taking a practice serve, 4-3.
Love. All.
It's a good spot. Anika hit that return up by Zabori's armpit. Much tougher to handle that higher volley. Oh, Anika being very aggressive there. And Zabori, good wills.
And good touch. That is not an easy shot to make.
Again, it's, it's that fast feet, but slow hands and the presence of mind to be able to push that shot down the line. 30-15, Harnish serving.
Again, as you said at the very beginning, Anika just unsure what to do with that ball after she's back and she doesn't know if Hanish is coming in. She should drive it. She should be coming in. Just gets a little unsure of herself in that transition play, which is what Hanish is counting on.
Right. And they're throwing different looks.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's not the same thing every time.
Like now you see Hanish stays back and Zabori puts herself in the middle of the court up at net. Oy, Nicolescu.
It did. Huh. I thought it came across.
So the rule is that ball hit the back screen and past the plane of the net. Then it will be a point to Anika and Nicolescu.
I think Nicolescu's right, but there's zero way of winning this argument because we can't see it again.
It's a very animated Harnish and Zabori, getting a clear understanding of what's happening.
Whose call is it?
I don't know, actually. Besides the umpire?
Yeah, well, it's only his call if someone asks him. Well, clearly they are asking him, but I'm just curious as to who has to call that.
I can't hear what Rob LeBoon is saying. Can you, Lauren?
He's saying I saw it come down on Nicolescu and Anika's side of the court.
Okay, so then that's it.
So then, right. So I don't know why.
If that's what he saw, that's his call.
Mark Fischel says it's Gabby's call, but I guess once she calls it, then they can appeal to the umpire.
John Noble, tournament director, has stepped onto the court. You can see, look at that wind. Good thing they're having a little break right now. It'd be tough to play. Well, you can see how much it means to the players. John Noble is going to reenact what happened.
At the end of the day, it's, there's no way to figure this out. I mean, Nicolescu saw it one way, and he can't.
I think Harnish and Zabori did a good job of removing themselves from it because, mentally you've just got to stay focused.
But here's the thing: if it's Nicolescu's call, the umpire can't overrule it unless he clearly sees it the other way. Yeah, that's what John Noble's saying.
Yeah.
The person is umpire and says, I did not see that ball going over the net. My point is that if he can't it's like if the ball was on the line or called out. If he can't overrule, the call stands. It is their call. But him saying about the not go. No, that's not what he's saying. You're not saying about the not clear. He could not tell. But how she can make the call on my side? How can she make the call on my side? He's the one saying that is her call to play. No, it's on our side. It's on our side. It is not your shot to call. Well, it's not about a shot. You're supposed to call the shots on your side of the court. Not in this. For paddle. Are you kidding me? He said he didn't see the ball going over.
All right, it's really going to be important for, once we get past this, who is able to mentally dial back in and stay focused.
I think smartest thing is to play a let for the point situation, ladies.
You can see a tour director there, Jackie Cameron. Okay, where are we, Lauren?
No idea. It was game point.
I think, are they replaying
Yeah,
it?
they're replaying it. They're playing a let.
That's the right thing to do.
Yep.
That was
Yep.
a lot of conversation.
Yeah.
40-15. Harnish serving.
Well, that'll happen if you stop
Sure.
Stop for 10 minutes. Okay, still game point.
And emotions are high now. Emotions are, high off the chart.
And honestly, I don't blame any of them. Like they all thought they saw it the right way. It was a huge point.
Yeah. It just shows you how much this means to all four players. It's really about settling down now. And look at Nicolescu is just ready to pounce. Look at that return to serve positioning on her. I thought Harnish did a good job to pick up that return after Zabori made a little bit of a half guest appearance.
Yeah, she did. And then Zabori had a pretty easy volley there. She just took her eye off it.
Too far, too deep. Good lob by Anika. Forced Zabori back and almost behind Harnish. Zabori need to push that overhead back deep down the middle. 4-all. Yeah, so there's been a huge temperature drop too. We started out, it was 63 degrees and it's just dropped down to 48. Still windy and you can see the sun's coming out. Roxy Anika serving. Both teams really need a long point here. He's hitting a combination of little slices there. Different look, and got that ball to drop.
15 love.
Just kind of feel a little bit of disappointment in the Harnish-Sabori side of the court right now, Lauren. Roxy and Nika taking over the court with some well-placed volleys.
30 love. Get off your foot. 40 love.
Okay, it's
Huge return by Sabori.
love 40 now. 40-15.
Harnish moving forward there, cut that ball off that was going into the side screen. Oh, nice spot by Zabori. Took that ball on the down-up overhead
Good
that
shot.
she was given and moved the ball down at her feet.
Advantage, Miss Annika.
Okay, add Roxy and Nika serving for a 5-4 lead in the third set.
Deuce.
She misses that serve.
Good pressure by Zabori. Again, moving forward, picking that spot just a little wide, getting Nicolescu to reach for the volley. It's a breakpoint opportunity for Harnish and Zabori. Nicolescu continue. The barrage into Zabori's side. Trying to get her to build her own point. They've really done a good job of taking Harnish out, although they're giving her a few balls now. Oh, nice lob. No.
Game, Hanish Sabori. They lead 5 games to 4, third set.
Again, Laura, not much in this third set. A little bit of a momentum going, and then it gets shut down, but Harnish and Zabori were able to pull that out, and they are now up 5-4 in the third. And it'll be Anna Maria Zabori serving for the match.
Sorry, Jerry. Had a bit of an audio issue, but now I'm good.
Love 15.
All right, well, you saw the match. They're up. Harnish and Zabori were able to break. They're up 5-4. Zabori serving. And Nika just getting a little ahead of that drive off the back screen. So important to keep that ball between you and the net when you're striking it. Nika just getting forced into rushing there.
Two points from the match, but
Oh, Nicolescu doing a great job there. She's all over the net. Somehow comes up with the drop volley winner. Oh, huge rip by Anika, and they break, and we are 5-0 in the third set. You just see that little spark again coming back from Nicolescu and Anika. Nice return of serve by Harnish. Boy, this is just back and forth with the momentum. Good pressure by Anika Nicolescu, keeping that ball again back and straight into Sabori. Anika and Nicolescu have done a good job. They've basically taken the blitz play away from Harnish and Sabori.
And
Big-
some good drives there, but Hanish and Zabori.
.530.
Towel, sorry. And the towel, please. Thank you.
You can see the
15:30.
wind continues to be a factor in this match. Really challenging all four players. Big serve by Nicolescu down the tee. Good rhythm off the deck by Zabori. Got a quick drive back and got Anika to reach for that volley. Took away time from her. And a huge return of serve by Harnish, cross court.
6 games to 5.
Gutsy play there, Lauren. Wow. What we had anticipated, right? What we had hoped for was down to the wire in the third set of the final here in Chicago as we celebrate the 50 years of the Chicago Charities at the Glenview Club. And you see the crowd is still braving the elements with Florentina Harnish serving for the match.
Love 15.
Nicolescu continuing to put pressure on. Harnish Sabori going into Australian. Oh, nice move by Anika.
Love 30.
Sabori got handcuffed there.
Love 30.
Love 30. You see this? You see the great hands of Anika there. Not an easy volley. Nice touch by Nicolescu. The speed of play just all being dictated right now by Anika Nicolescu. They go up. Breakpoint opportunities, love 40. Will be heading into another tiebreak if they can pull this off. Just a little quick there by Anika.
15:40. Thank you, Jason.
Anika going for that backhand slash. Pops the ball long.
It's a great shot for her, but it hasn't been today.
Oh, welcome back, Lauren.
Thank you. I don't know what's happening here, but
weather conditions are tough, but I know you've been watching.
Yes.
Some interesting momentum swings.
Only fitting that this match went to a third set tiebreaker. Goes to a third set tiebreaker.
Game, Annika Nicolescu. Games are 6-all, third set.
Yep, it feels like it's getting a little quick again. I mean, the speed of play and the rhythm of the points have sped up again. And that favors Annika Nicolescu. They've done a good job of hanging in there with this match.
1-0, Hannes Sabori.
And it's a really tough thing to do against Hanish Sabori because they're such good front runners and they have such an array of shots to barrage you with. So it's not easy to stay and wait to get your chances.
Yeah, but Annika Nicolescu, they have that champions mentality. And that's what's keeping them in this match.
They also have the skills to be able to defend against their opponents, and that's no easy task.
2-0, Hannes Sabori.
Annika's got to recognize that that ball's going to go back as a lob, not get caught up in the quick play. And catching Harnish moving to the middle. Big spot to pick from Sabori there. Again, it's not, look, she's not so much looking for the winner, she's just looking for the reach, and she found it there. Able to open up the court and find those spots.
Falling backwards a little.
Nice returner serve down the line. Again, it's that height over the net and the speed.
Yeah, any harder, Nicolescu would have been able to chase that ball down.
Yep. Okay, Harnish serving 4-1. Third set tiebreak. Oh, big move by Nicolescu there. And an excellent spike by Annika. Again, taking time away with that down-up overhead.
Just like the math, right? Every time someone builds what seems like an insurmountable lead, they come right back, the other team.
Yep, the other team steps it up. Annika really hit that ball. Made Sabori pop it out. Sabori's trying to cover the net for Harnish. And just popped out that forehand out. Annika serving. Good lob.
Ugh.
I can guarantee you one thing, Lauren. There will not be a muted celebration at the end of this match.
Wow, 4-all in the third set tiebreaker.
This is big. The crowd is really appreciating the intensity of this match. We've actually seen people come out of the hut to be in the airspace. As they're doing a good job with their volley net positioning. Oh, good cover by Harnish. This is where all the drilling
5-4, Hannes Saburi.
and the court preparation come into play. You just let that skill flow.
And every point feels like a match point now.
Yeah. Sabori serving 5-4. It's just a huge return of serve from Nicolescu, and too far and too low for Harnish to try to reach for. Better off letting that go through. Oh, shoelace volley.
Oh. Okay, and here we are at match point.
What's the play? Regular. Oh.
Nope.
Oh, hang on.
No, I don't think they're not sure.
Yeah, let's talk about that again. Okay, they're going with Australian. Will Anika stay there? And that puts Nicolescu on the left. She wants to take all these overheads. Going for the nick.
Yeah, she did a good job. She got Harnish spinning in there.
Yep, she got that second low lob and she was able to finish it off. Oh!
Ugh.
Good hand by Zafori. Oh my God.
Good hands by everyone there.
Wow. This is one of these matches that you just hate that a team is going to lose.
Yeah.
You know? They both have fought so hard and so well to hang in there under the toughest conditions we've seen in a paddle court in a while. Managed to navigate their way through.
Match point again.
Oh,
Great
nice
shot from
lump.
Anika.
Anika got a look at one of those backhands. Zabori choosing to block and then just overswung just a little much on that high ball.
And there's a big sigh of relief from Anika Nicolescu. They did a great job staying in that point.
And a very appreciative crowd there. Zabori finds the nick. I tell you, that was a risky move by her because Anika has been hitting the return down the line.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah, she took off and was able to grab that forehand volley and slide it deep into the corner.
Okay, will the third match point be the charm?
These lobs are getting shorter. Oh, ball was out.
Oh, that's just a tough way to end. So. Oh, Jerry, what a match.
Yeah, really. Well fought by all four players. That was a tough way to end. I think Zabori might have seen it long, and Harnish, not sure, but the umpire overruled. So, wow, what a battle it has been. The top two women's teams in the country showcasing their skills. Wow. There's John Noble in the red. He's the tournament director, and Jason Love in the blue. He is the director of rackets at the Glenview Club. And boy, Lauren, what a battle, huh?
It doesn't get any closer than that.
Rob Leburen and Jackie Cameron also, shout out to all these people who volunteer their time, to make the APTA tour work. And what an end. It was very dramatic.
It was a little anticlimactic at the end, though, with that, weren't sure if they called it out or not. And look, all credit to all four of those players. They played in the high pressure moments. Everyone played tremendous paddle, and nobody wanted to give an inch.
No, good fighting by all four players, and we look forward. I think that's going to be the tune here. These two teams have really elevated their play, and the rest of the group, I'm sure, are watching. And we're in for a fun season. Like we said, the next Grand Prix is in Detroit. And Lauren, fun doing the match with you, as always.
Jerry. Yes, always.
And we're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the men's matches. I think they're going to start around 4:30 Central Standard Time, but something will go up on the screen, but you can tune in to the APTA YouTube channel presented by CPTC. And that's a wrap from the women's tournament in Chicago.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.